Hello, my OGT babies. So this video is to mainly teaching you how you can do proper talent planning and what is the suggested structures for you to look into after you have your winter strategies and after you have your structure more defined with your goal set and everything else. Okay, so how this structure is being given is based on tiering system. So you have four tiers, which you know that every tier is separated based on number of exchange, right? So I will be explaining to you tier by tier on what is the important things to take note. Okay, so in every framework of the talent planning, as you can see, it's mainly separated into three parts: the structure review, JD review, and also efficiency. So if you look into tier 4 OGT, it's basically for around 10 number of exchange, 10 number of approvals or realized, I would say. And if you look into the number itself, the efficiency that is set is 4, which means one member should be handling 4 exchanges. That's what the structure proposes. Proposes around 2 members with VP, him or herself, which basically have 3 people, and which actually suffice to handle 10 EPs in a minimum basis. And then in terms of JD allocation, if you can see, LCVP you focus more on being focus on resilient, data savvy, and spark ambition, because I think these are the important things that LCP needs to uphold as a main quality based on the competence model. And then I think a lot of roles really involved in the product management side, where it comes into like the entire customer flow, IR management, customer experience management, minor marketing, all these kind of things that LCP needs to look into as a product head, right? And then members, what I put in here is really on driving the conversion, driving the SOP, driving results to happen. That's why the competence that I put in is drive achievement, customer obsessed, and also being resilient. So these are the people that mainly drives the operation and drives like every single EP, being EP manager, converting them. Okay, so the structure on tier 4 is extremely simple for your reference. Okay, and then for tier 3, actually there's not much difference from tier 4, but the thing that's different here is because number of exchanges increased from 11 to 24 for LCs being in this tier, which that's why you have to use what do you call it? We have to have more members in order for you to intensify the number of exchange that you are delivering. So if you can look into it, the efficiency that's suggested here is 5, which basically one members will handle 5 EPs. Okay, so that's why you can see that's 5 people, including LCVP, for members, one LCVP, which suffice for you to cover 24 number of exchanges. Yeah, so the JD for LCVP is rather similar. It's just that you have more people to manage in a team, so you have to be even more smart in communication and also how you are guiding them. Meanwhile, for members, it's also similar. They are running the SOP itself. Okay, so when it comes to more members kind of situation as LCP, you have to be really aware on understanding like every single members, what is a strength, what is a weakness, how do you want to set proper pace for them, how can you really communicate with them, how do you allocate job for them so that they can do their operations properly. Okay, and then when it comes to tier 2, the structure goes a little bit different when in this tier the number of exchange can reach up to 44 already, which we suggest to have a director marketing in order for us to manage proper market in the LCs or in the campus itself, because when you are delivering this number of exchange, we assume that you should already have market defined. So that's why you need more intense marketing for you to continuously boosting this number itself. Okay, so the structure comes in director marketing, which they lead a marketing team, and then same goes to number of CX, where in this structure itself, everyone is still going to be EP managers. Okay, so if you look into the efficiency, it's separated into 3 parts. One is the one just now, approval, which is being EP manager. So you, I also put one members to be handling around 6 EPs. In this case, it's gonna be 6 members altogether, which almost suffice for the entire structure. Which I think you can allow CX to do more, and then directors, marketing team to do less, and VPs to do slightly less as well. Okay, and then for efficiency itself, the targeted goal that I'm putting here based on conversion, let's say it's around 100 applies. Then if one member is converting 30 applies once, then you need around 3% in your marketing team, which makes sense. And then last one, when it comes to conversion for what do you call this? This is for lead conversion, yeah, by the way. And then this is for conversion from apply and then to the further stages, which basically is needing 6 people based on how many applies one EP manager or one member will handle, which actually make it around 6. So this structure itself is like a just nice number for tier 2 structure. At the same time, I'm not trying to add in a director CX because that will make the structure too big. And if you add more members for CX as well, it will also make LCVP's role a little bit burdening because there's too many members that LCVP OGT needs to handle. So I'm putting it this way to keep it a little bit flexible. Meanwhile, it's actually enough for operations to run. Okay, so LCVP is rather similar. Just like now you're leading one director, and then for director OGT is really on pre-attraction part and also number of apply part where they have to boost the visibility of the product, like let people in the campus or your at least your target market is very clear with GT because that's what you want to get number from, right? So if your LCA you have these three faculties that can go for GT, then that's your target. Then you just keep running physical initiatives or whatever marketing initiatives with that three faculties itself. Yeah. And then that's why it is chosen to be data savvy, set pace, and drive achievement because I see this as important qualities that a director needs to have. Okay, so member of OGT marketing, it's okay. So for members here, they have to also do, as I said, the entire team has to do EP manager role. So that's why as member of OGT marketing, you share the responsibility on doing the physical initiatives. At the same time, you also have to be EP manager. So that's why be really flexible with this structure where everyone will do the basic groundwork where everyone's gonna come together to do marketing, sales, gonna go to the booth, gonna do lecture bashing, whatever communication since attraction until the end. Okay, just that director OGT it's just coordinating the entire marketing things to happen, and LCVPs you can focus on doing like IR or any other initiative that is outside of marketing. Okay, so you have one more person to coordinate this thing and also to release the burden of LCVP. Right. So this is how it is. And then after that, on tier 1 is basically two directors already, one on marketing, one on CX, where basically OGT VP, we will focus on really product development on the big picture itself. Okay, so efficiency is same, 6, 30, and 15 is basically the same thing. It's just number of exchanges increase, where the structure mentioned tier 1 is 44, 45 and above. So that's why the efficiency is being managed this way for your information. And also you have one extra director to basically help in manage CX. Okay, so LCVP similar, really very strategic in managing the product and also the directors and director OGT marketing running the physical initiatives based on target campus, and director customer experience. What I put it here, it's on driving proper SOP, driving IR code delivery and standards delivery. So to make it a difference here, right, LCVP you should always do the IR role in my opinion because it's easy for LCVP to communicate other than directors. But after the IR is formed, you can pass the code delivery part to your customer experience director, which means they can do the next communication when it comes to standard alignment, when it comes to like how we're going to manage the visa, how we're going to manage EP experience. This can all pass to the customer experience team to do. Okay, like how OPS will align with their IPS. This kind of things can be done by this director. So you put another layer of responsibility into customer of experience management, customer of a director of customer experience into doing all the what do you call it, all the like quality part, standard delivery part to make sure that this part is always being taken care of. When you have around 50 EPs, it's a lot of EPs, so you have to do slightly bigger scale of OPS, you have to do more engagement with your EP so that they are not being left out, these kind of things. Okay, so similar quality I put for both directors is data savvy, set pace, and drive achievement. Okay, so OGT marketing and also OGT customer experience is basically the same quality for you to look into. Okay, so I think mainly that's it from my side about this structure. Just feel free to come to me if you want more clarifications, or if you think that your LCs have a different structure proposals, or you have any other things to how you want to improve your structure, you can just let me know. Okay, I think that's it from my side. All the best.